Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the ISU-152, the Tier 8 Soviet tank destroyer. It's located on the defending team of Siegfried Line under the command of YoMamas. Well, we recently saw him in a battle with an M48 pattern, and now he's in the ISU-152. In fact, this game took place a while back, and it just, well, sat in our list for a long time, waiting for my ability to actually turn it into video. Now he's on Siegfried Line, which is normally a standard map, but this one is the assault map. So the enemy's trying to capture the cap in the next 10 minutes, and YoMamas has got to try and stop them. But he's in the ISU-152, which, as you may know, has got 152mm main armament, but preciously thin armour, which makes it really a very easy kill if the enemy can spot you and put rounds into you. Well, some enemy have turned up to his left, and he's now climbing up on top of this hill using the bushes to try and get shots on them. He's got two down there, an IS2 and an IS3. The ISU-152 is based on the IS series of tanks, the Joseph Stalin tanks, whereas the SU-152 was originally built on the KV series tanks. And they made over 4,000 of these. Okay, he's loaded, ready to go. That was expensive for the enemy. Look at that, 837 hit points of damage. These 152mm shells will actually use 750 alpha, penetrating 260mm of armour. And well, these guys are about to get hammered. Yeah, look at that. The armament is really good, and in an ambush setting like this, he really can devastate these guys by stripping them of all their hit points and then letting a teammate take them out of the game altogether. He's just looking for a solution on the SU-101, and he can't get one at the moment because he's hiding behind those buildings. T10 might tempt him to come out, but if he knows what's waiting for him, he won't. We've still got an IS-6 coming up. Oh, that was an IS-3. Okay, he's out the game altogether with just one shot. So he's done 3,000 hit points of damage and has only had 2.5 minutes of the game going. There's still more enemies out there to do damage to, though. Currently there's 11 of them out there. Now most of them are to the south. The ones up this end of the map have been virtually, well, torn to shreds is the word that I'm thinking of. So YoMamas has decided he's going to go south and try and finish them off. And he's not going to go for the gap where the AMX M445 is to his right. No, he's going to go down this side, the far side, because there are some enemy who have reached this point already. He's backing up behind the buildings for cover, but I think he's going to have to be a bit more proactive than that and get a bit closer. He's knocking down some of the trees to provide him with some natural cover. He really doesn't want to get spotted by the enemy. Just checking where he had to back up to. Okay, it appears that the enemy are pushing over to his right at the moment, and although there are enemies directly to the south, including an IKV-90B, they haven't made their appearance, and here they come. The Leopard prototype's the first, and the unfortunate thing is that wall would set off the shell, but he actually managed to get a solution on that Leopard as he was moving through the open. So it was a bit of a last minute thing, but he did get a shot without it detonating on a fence post or something else. He locked onto the IKV on a snapshot and just blew the man away. So he's now got 3 kills, and potentially he's got the high caliber. But of course, if he wants to collect that high caliber, he's going to have to go some to do more damage, otherwise somebody will take it away from him. It's so easy to lose the high caliber just because somebody else is faster on the draw. He's now moving up on a Ferdinand out in the field. Not sure he can get a solution on that guy just yet, but he doesn't want to get shot in the side either. Okay, there's a Jagdtiger up there. He might use the wreck of this IKV that he just killed as cover. In fact, the enemy Scorpion G has just been found, and he's only got 3 hit points left. And I'm pretty sure our Scorpion G wants him. Yep. Well, it was actually the IS-2 shielded. So there's only a P-43 turn now to the south, potentially a Ferdinand out in the field. We're actually down to just 3 players left on his team, so he is now a crucial part of defense of this game. They've only got 4 minutes 22 seconds to go, but normally when there's only 3 left on your team and that length of time left before the end of the game, you're probably going to lose. I can't overstate this enough. You know, it's very, very bad news for them that they've got so few left. But he's still taking the fight to the enemy. He's found the Lorraine 40 ton down there. But of course he's got very thin armour, and that Lorraine 40 ton's got a wicked 100mm gun with 4 shots in an autoloader. Now, although he's got that 152mm caliber shell and the ability to do 750 alpha, he can't be certain that the shot will hit the Lorraine. And of course, if it does hit the Lorraine, or doesn't hit the Lorraine rather, then he could be the one who ends up getting fried, even though he's still got all of his hit points. He's decided he's going to go around this corner here. You can see the IS-2 shielded managed to creep up on him, and there's the Jagdpanther lining up a shot. You can just see the top of the vehicle there. Not enough for him to shoot at, really. Oh, but that's enough, and that's the end of the Lorraine 40 ton. He made a critical error there, and now he's going to have to rely on his teammates, who behind him is going to have to hold off that IS-2 shielded whilst he deals with this Jagdtiger. Oh, big hit by the Jagdtiger's gun, but he takes the guy out. Okay, now he's going to deal with the Ferdinand. He's almost loaded. He's got the front of the... Oh, just stay back. That's it. One big hit. 768. The Ferdinand isn't feeling so cocky now. He is a one-shot for YoMamas next time round. The Leo's gone alongside the guy, and now the Ferdinand is in a crucial position, because if he turns to face the Leo, he's going to get hammered by YoMamas. And, well, there's YoMamas' shot. Not only earning him a Top Gun, but also winning the game. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats. Well, ace tanker for YoMamas in the ISU-152. In fact, this was his first ace tanker in this vehicle. He managed to get a Reaper for taking out individual or enemy tanks with a single shot each. In fact, yes, he did. He took out the Lorraine 40 ton, then he took out the Jagdtiger, and then he finally managed to... well, in fact, he also took out the IKV and the others with a single shot as well. So, and the Leopard prototype. So I think he got 5 in a row there. Or was it 4 in a row? I think it was 4 in a row, because it took 2 shots to take down the Ferdinand. He actually got a fire for effect for doing more damage than the hit points for his own vehicle, a sharpshooter for getting 10 or more consecutive shots on the enemy, a master gunner for getting 5 armor penetrating shots in a row, and a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 5 exactly. Out of the battle hero medals, he managed to pick up a high caliber for dealing the most damage in the game, a top gun for getting at least 6 kills, and a tank sniper for doing the most damage at a range of at least 300 meters. And its win rate from the battle, 11,724, which is Super Unicum standard and a bit more. Let's have a look at team score. Easily the highest damage. Look at that, 6,133 hit points. The next highest scorer was the AMX M449. The French heavy got 3,471. Then the Ferdinand managed 3,042, but nowhere near the amount that YoMamas managed to collect. When it came to kills, again, he's got the highest amount. 6 kills for YoMamas, 4 kills for the Jagdtiger, 3 kills for the T10 on his own team. And when it came to base XP, yes, he's got the top in all 3 columns. 1,591, which is a pretty high ace tanker. 962 went to the Leo, who stayed alive until the end. and 813 went to the Scorpion G on his team. He fired 10 rounds, got 10 direct hits, 10 penetrations. That shows the power of this gun, this 152mm armament, which just basically carves its way through the enemy. In fact, I do recall stories of when the Soviets actually entered the city of Berlin with their ISU-152s, and they were faced with a German tank at the other end of a street. They fired their gun and glass rained down from the buildings all around them, because the shockwave from firing the gun literally broke every window in the neighbourhood and also took out the German tank. 6,133 hit points of damage, of which 3,049 were up more than 300 metres. He also received one hit. It was a penetration. Yeah, unfortunately he did get hit by the Jagdtiger. He also damaged 8 of the enemy, killed 6, and on a premium count he earned 74,463 credits, and after a repair and ammunition resupply took away 43,616 credits. He received 28 bonds for the battle, 2,386 XP, 6,500 for completing the mission events, and took away 8,886 experience points altogether. So a very fine game in the ISU-152, and it shows how absolutely deadly this thing is. It's not normally played as an assault weapon because it's so thin on the armour, and it can actually be on the receiving end of some withering fire if somebody sees it because of that gun. But of course, if it is played as an ambush tank destroyer, it is very, very deadly. And as those guys found out when they came around the corner, just one shot was enough to finish them off, put them out the game. If you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like and do subscribe to our channel. And thanks for watching.